What up, YouTube? Right here, Fabulous Bulldogs, checking in with you guys today. Hope everybody is being safe out there. I just wanted to do a real quick video to show you guys what I do, my bathing routine when I'm bathing and basically taking care of my English Bulldogs. What type of soap I use in my routine. This is just my routine. If you guys use something different or have some other recommendations, make sure you leave them down in the comments. But this is my girl, Chanel right here, excuse me. It's my girl Chanel, and she's gonna be getting a bath today. And I'm gonna show you guys what soap I use and how I do her bathing routine. So what I normally do, you guys, is I go ahead and I put her in this shower right here. We have a shower head. I love to use this shower head because it allows me, come here mamas, because it allows me to basically spray her. And what I do, you guys, is I put it on warm water, not too hot, just warm water, kind of mild. Come on, mamas. She's like, oh no, not bath time. So I put it on like warm water for you guys, and I make sure I just wet her up. Come here, mamas, come on. It's okay, it's okay. And I make sure I get her all drenched in things, you guys. Like this. Make sure I do not get it in her ears, because you don't want to get any water in their ears. So be really, really careful when you're bathing them not to get any water in their ears or anything. So what I do, you guys, I just make sure that I get her all wet without getting any water in her ears or anything. Excuse me. And you want to make sure you get underneath them and in their tail pocket, in the back. If you have a dog that has a tail pocket, make sure that you get in there. And make sure that you clean them thorough in every little crack and crevice that they may have. Now, what I use, you guys, is, this is my favorite and this works really good for me, is I use the antibacterial and antifungal soap from GMC. You can get this at Petco. You probably also can get this on Amazon, and this stuff right here works really good for my dogs, especially for English Bulldogs who get bacteria infection and fungus infection and things. It really works good. But this stuff, you have to leave it on for about 5 minutes after you apply it, so that way it can really get down into their skin and in their fur. And this stuff right here works miracles, you guys. And this is what I use on my dogs. So I make sure that I get her all clean, make sure I get her all wet. Like that. Make sure she's clean, lift her up, get her back. Now a lot of Bulldogs, you guys, don't when after they poop, they get a lot of like pebbles and stuff that's still stuck on their behind. So you always want to make sure that when they're done going to the bathroom that you get a baby wipe, and that you make sure you clean their behinds, because they can't get back there and do it on their own, you guys. So you got to make sure you do that for them. Bulldogs are really, really high maintenance dogs, so you got to make sure that you take really good care of them. They are expensive to buy, and they're also expensive to take care of as well. So you got to make sure you have the patience and things to be able to take care of them. So what I do, you guys, is I just put it on her back like that. Sit down, mamas. And then I just rub it in, make sure I get every area. Hey, you doing good, mamas. You doing really good. You feel good? And you want to make sure you get the feet. You want to make sure you take the time to get their feet as well, because sometimes Bulldogs, they get bacteria and all that stuff on their feet. So you want to make sure you go down and you scrub it in really, really good. And you get the feet and everything like that. But you don't want to get any water in their ears, you guys. No water in their ears or anything, because they can get ear infections. So just make sure you stay away from the ears if you can. Some people put things in there to plug up their ears so they don't get any water in their dog's ears, which is a good idea. I just don't have anything to put in their ears right now. Sit down, mama, sit. Good girl. So you want to make sure you get all over with this. Scrub them really, 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 really good. Get underneath. I make sure I get the paws. Get the paws. Put soap on the paws. And you always make sure you get the back by the tail pocket. Make sure you get the back by the tail pocket. And underneath in their belly, make sure you get in between every crack of their belly and then under the legs. Things of that nature. You doing really good, mamas. Sit down, mama. Sit down. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Chanel. Good girl. You doing good, mamas. You doing really good. You doing good. You doing good. Sit down, mamas. It's okay. You doing good, mama. Sit down. Now with this soap, like I mentioned earlier, you guys, with this shampoo, is you gotta let it sit for 5 minutes. So what I'm gonna do after I'm done getting it all into her, rubbing it all into her furs, we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit for 5 minutes, and then I'll be back and show you guys the other routine that I do after I'm done bathing her and drying her off. The other things that I do after I'm done basically giving her a bath. There's other things I do too to make sure that I keep her healthy. Keep her healthy, keep her up. Stand up, mamas. So always make sure I get the tail pocket in the back. You always want to make sure you get back there on a bulldog because they get a lot of crud and stuff back there underneath their tails. Especially if you got a dog that has a deep tail pocket or a tail back there, a little tail. You got to make sure you keep that clean. Good job, mamas. Good job. You doing good, mamas. You doing good. You doing good, mamas. You doing a good job. You doing really good. Good job. So I rub it in like that, you guys. I normally have this brush that I got from Petco that it's like a for shedding, and I use that sometimes to go ahead and rub in the shampoo. It's a brush that it's like a rubber brush, and it takes all the hair off. As you guys know, Bulldogs shed a lot, so that's an awesome tool. I just forgot to bring it in here with me right now, you guys. So just showing you guys what I do. Alright, you guys, so Chanel, she's about done right now, you guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for like 5 minutes so that way it can work into her fur and things. And then I'll be back, you guys, to show you guys the rest of my routine of how I bathe my dog.
Eventually.
Alright, you guys, so what I did is I went ahead and let all the soap and stuff sit for about 5 minutes. Let it work its way down into her fur. Like I mentioned, you guys, this is that antibacterial, antifungal soap, GMC Pets. This is what I use right here on my English Bulldogs, and it works miracles for bacteria and fungal, and it just works good for me. This is what I use. So I let it sit for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and rinse it off. Make sure we get all over. Make sure we get it off of her. As you guys know, Bulldogs, they shed a lot. So what I do with my Bulldog is I give her healthy coat. I give all my Bulldogs healthy coat. And it helps with the shedding. Because as you guys know, Bulldogs do shed. And the healthy coat has done good for me because it helps their fur and helps them to not shed so much. And you can also find that healthy coat. If you look at my previous videos, you can find that healthy coat at Tractor Supply or any of your feed stores. And it really helps with their shedding. You're doing so good, mama. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That water feel good, huh, mamas? It feel good? And you want to make sure you get all the soap off. All the soap. You don't want to leave none on them. Good girl, mamas. And make sure you get always back there by that tail pocket. Nope, you can't go yet, mamas. Make sure you get back there by that tail pocket. Alright, doing good. Get underneath them. Just don't want to get water in their ears. Try to stay away from their ears. You do not want to get water inside their ears. It's not good. Good job, mamas. You're doing great. You're doing great, mamas. Good girl. Alrighty, you're doing good. You're about done, mamas. You're about done. You did great. Smelling good, mama. Smelling good. So you want to make sure you got all the soap off of them. You don't want to leave any of that soap on them. And things of that nature. Make sure you got the soap off. So what I'm going to do now, she's ready to get out, is I'm going to make sure that I dry her off really, 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 really good. Dry her off really, 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 really good. Okay? Okay. So, make sure that you dry her off really good. Sit down, mamas. Look at her, you guys. She loves it. Look at her. You feeling better, mamas? You feel clean? You feel clean, mamas? You want to make sure you get the paws. Everything. Good girl, mamas. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, it is a good girl. Good girl. Come on, stand up, mamas. Stand up. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl, Chanel. Good girl, mamas. So you want to make sure you dry them really, 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 really good, you guys. Make sure you get the paws underneath them. Paws underneath. Make sure you get up. Make sure you get the bottom of their feet. Every crack, you know, bulldogs have a lot of wrinkles. At this time, you can also get the wrinkles in their face and underneath their face, underneath their chin. How you doing, mamas? You doing good? You feel clean? Just want to make sure you get them really, really dry. All right. This is Chanel. She just got her a bath. Hey, mamas, how you feeling? She just got a bath, and I'm going to show you guys the other things that I do when I'm done giving them a bath as well. So just follow me real fast. All right, you guys, so what I do, sit down right here, mamas, is I just make sure that I dry her all off. Make sure that I get her really, 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 really clean. And I make sure I dry her off really, really good. Now, another thing that I like to use, you guys, after I give them a bath, is baby wipes. Now, when you use baby wipes, make sure that you get the fragrance-free baby wipes. These are the baby wipes that I use. Calm down, mama, sit still. Make sure you use the fragrance-free baby wipes, so that way you can get inside their nose and inside the wrinkles. She doesn't like it, you guys. Look at her. Inside of her wrinkles, I get underneath the chin, in her face, and just make sure that I clean out all the cracks and crevices to make sure that she's really, really clean. Like that, you guys. And another one Also, never forget is the tail pocket. Make sure you always get in the back by the tail pocket. So what I do is I go underneath it, I clean it like that, and then I get to the top. And I make sure I always get that tail pocket back there by the rear end. You want to make sure you clean it good. Now, when I'm done with all that, you guys, the next thing that I do, sit down, mamas. She's ready to go, you guys. I'm sorry, mamas, I'm sorry. The next thing that I do, you guys, that I make sure that I get done right after they get a bath, like I said, their ears, you don't want them to get ear infection, is I also give them a ear cleansing rinse and make sure that her ears are cleaned out. Because bulldogs, they do get a lot of ear infections and they can get a lot of yeast infections and things in their ears. So what I do, you guys, is she's ready to go. I'm just going to show you guys like basically the routine. I'm not going to do it because she's kind of ready to go. Is I put her to the side like this, you guys, and I put it in the ear. And then I rub it in like that. And then I get this ear and I'll put it in there. And some bulldogs do not like having their ears clean. And then I go ahead and I rub it in just like that, you guys. And then that's it. That's basically what I do here at Fabulous Bulldogs when I give my dogs a bath, you guys. Make sure after every bath, and make sure like at least once a week or twice a week, you clean out their ears. Make sure you clean out their ears. And like I mentioned, you guys, I use the antifungal, antibacterial soap. You can find it at Petco, and you can also get it on Amazon. And it really helps them out and make sure that they don't get bacteria infection. And this is my girl Chanel, and she is smelling good and looking good. And I just wanted to show you guys my routine. That's basically what I do when I give my dogs a bath. If you have any recommendations of what you do when you give your bulldog a bath, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Like I said, I take all suggestions. I want to thank everyone who subscribed to my channel. I hope everyone's out there being safe with everything that's going on in the world today. This is a good time to spend a lot of good quality time with your pets and with your family, and basically enjoy the people that are in your life and enjoy your pets and everything. So go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the bell notification so you're updated when we upload more videos. God bless and have a good day.